You hear that? That's the awkward silence of a family dinner after you just got caught vaping. Most vapes contain high levels of nicotine and disappointment. Brought to you by The Real Cost and the FDA.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, so I wanted to overall talk on the remastered, quote-unquote remastered editions of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice Cities, and San Andreas. I have not yet purchased Vice Cities and 3, but San Andreas was free on Xbox, so I was able to play that. And I mean, like, I like it, you know. I don't know, like, I know a lot of people out there are like, they're experiencing bugs and issues and all of that, and that's the thing. I don't want to like jinx myself and be like, oh, I haven't experienced nothing, because even when Cyberpunk 2077, when that came out, like, I remember I experienced like very little bugs versus everybody else. I mean, they were experiencing some, like, you know, crazy issues and things. I know I was experiencing maybe like some, but not like compared to everybody else. Like, yeah, that's, you know, like everybody else be experiencing the worst of the worst. For some reason, me, I'll experience like either nothing or the bare minimum. And I feel like now that I've said that, like, nah, I'm gonna be experiencing some crazy bugs from here on out. So yep, I have officially jinxed myself. But anyways, so no, this is what I wanted to overall talk on, because ever since this, you know, remastered edition of the old Grand Theft Auto games that came out, it was, you know, it was bad for some people. It was horrible. But everybody seems to think, like, oh, now, like, it's pressuring Rockstar Games to release Grand Theft Auto 6. Here's the thing, they probably have even started working on that game. They probably don't even know what they plan on doing with that game. That's why they're not going to release it up until, what, 2025, 2024? I think it was one of those 2 years that they said. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is not going to come out anytime soon. If it was, it would have came out a while ago, or they would have came out with a trailer and say, okay, it's either going to come out this year or next year, but it's not gonna come out anytime soon, and they're not going to do no surprise release on a game like that. They're gonna blow it up just like how they blew up Grand Theft Auto 5. Because here's the thing which you guys seem to forget, like the release of Grand Theft Auto 5 and how much they have milked that game. Do you honestly think that Grand Theft Auto 6 with very little time to promote that game, like, so let's say if the game does come out next year, right? That's not enough time. Compare it to how it was for, what, Grand Theft Auto 5. When was the first, hold on for a second, let me see the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto 5, because I remember when that game had came out. Alright, Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer 10 years ago. Dang, that's how long ago that dang, it was. Oh, wow, that's crazy. Dang, I did not realize it had been that far back. Dang, that's wild. That has actually been, no, it's literally been 10 years since they've announced Grand Theft Auto 5. So yeah, like 10 years ago, they announced that game, alright, 2011. And then fast forward, 2012, they said the game was going to release. Game never released. Fast forward, they said the game was going to come out in spring of 2013, and then it got delayed again. So then that's their way of promoting the game. And judging by how they released Grand Theft Auto, like this remastered trilogy edition, do you really want them to release Grand Theft Auto 6 anytime soon? And they're still coming out and doing things for Grand Theft Auto 5? Like, it's not gonna happen. And I don't know why everybody assumes, like, oh yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out, Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out. Like, the year they said that game's going to come out, that's when that game is going to come out. And who knows, it may even, around that time, it was probably going to get delayed again. So that's why I don't overall think that Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to come out anytime soon. Plus on how they've overall have like, it just, to me, it seems like that they're still so focused on Grand Theft Auto 5 that they really don't want to close the door on it. You know, like, because my thing is this, like, if they wasn't focused on that game anymore, we will all be playing Red Dead Redemption 2, correct? Because that game came out, what, 5 years after Grand Theft Auto 5 was released. My thing is this. You guys had released the game on the last gen consoles, Xbox 360, PlayStation 3. And then that following year, you came out with the next gen versions. And then you came out with the PC versions. At the end of the day, like, there's nothing else that you can do with that game. Like, and I overall think that the people behind Grand Theft Auto, Rockstar Games, they seen how much money, and look, because they're even doing it now. I'm like, as I'm sitting here, like, you know, doing this podcast episode, I'm looking at how they just came out with another like version of Skyrim. And I believe that the Rockstar Games, they seen how much money Skyrim had made, and they're like, hey, yo, we gotta be, you know, right up there with them and stuff. Like, we gotta overall do the same thing. Like, because I don't know, Skyrim isn't as big as Grand Theft Auto. In my opinion, it's not. Yeah, because I'm like, I mean, it's a big game. Everybody knows of it because you always see it get released. I mean, the game came out on what? The Xbox 360s and PlayStation 3s, Xbox One and PlayStation 4s. Now it's got like a optimized version for the Xbox Series X, and it's probably out on the PlayStation 5. So I'm saying, like, you know, Grand Theft Auto, and they overall know how big Grand Theft Auto 5 is. So that's why they're like, okay, you know what? We got to do the same thing with that the people behind Skyrim. Who's behind Skyrim? Who is it? I didn't mean to press that. Well, regardless, but yeah, they overall seen how much money that they were making, and they was like, we want to make that same type of money. So let's overall milk the crap out of Grand Theft Auto 5, and yeah, just not focus on you know, any other games afterwards. Because I'm saying, like, look at this remastered edition. Like, because my thing is this: if they're not focused on Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore, Grand Theft Auto the trilogy would have been a lot better. You know, it would have been a lot better. It wouldn't have had all these bugs. It wouldn't have had all these problems that people keep experiencing, and it would have been a smooth game. It wasn't. The game was crap. So overall, like, yeah, you know, and it was funny because I remember when this trilogy game was coming out, I had said, why is this game so expensive? You know, for a game to come out so long ago, like, why am I paying so much for it? Why is it $60? It's not no $60 video game. You could probably get these games for like a few bucks. Like, if GameStop still probably had like a crap ton of copies of Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice Cities, and San Andreas, yeah, you know, there wouldn't have been $60-something for this game. But no, people was like, oh, well, it's remastered. The games used to cost that much, like, back in the day and things. They used to cost more, and they were saying all this other stuff. And now look, now people are like, oh, like, why is this game so glitchy and buggy? So yeah, now people are wanting to sit down and listen to good old TMossBoss when I say some legitimate real stuff. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto the trilogy, this remastered edition was not worth no $60, and that's why I'm hesitant about buying it, because I'm like, it's not worth $60. It's broken, it got bugs, and I'm saying, like, my thing is this. Same company that released the first 3 Grand Theft Autos, okay? Same company that did that. Same company that released Grand Theft Auto 5. Same company that not remastered, but came out with newer versions of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption. Like, I can tell, like, compared to Red Dead Redemption, I can tell that this game was rushed. Like, the day that they announced it was probably the day that they were, like, you know, over. They probably started working on this game at the beginning of the year, maybe. I don't know. But it was sometime recent. Like, or whenever it got announced that Grand Theft Auto, like, this remastered trilogy was coming out, whenever it had got announced, that's when I feel like they had to start working on it. And then they was like, hey, you know what? copy, paste. Let's just, hire some editors to just edit this stuff and make it look a little bit more fancier. And overall, and whatever, issues it has, we'll just figure that stuff out afterwards. Because I'm saying, like, if the customers overall would have, liked the game regardless of the glitches and, all that other stuff, they would have stopped focusing on this and went right back to focusing on Grand Theft Auto 5. So that's why I'm like, hey, you know what? Like, Rockstar, they're doing this stuff for the money. Like, overall, to just cut down to the chase and just to tell you guys, like, what's really going on, Rockstar Games is doing this for the money. They're not doing this for the fans. They're not doing this for the OG fans. They're not doing this to bring in new fans. So they're doing that, but at the end of the day, they're doing this for the money. They don't care about the fans. They don't care about anybody besides what's, putting money in their pocket. So I'm like, they taking, pretty much like a page right out of the 2K handbook and, changing it up a little bit for themselves. But yeah, overall, like I'm saying, like if the game, if there wouldn't have been no issues, and that's the thing, they're like, trying to suck people in, like, okay, let's have it where it's just this bat release now, come out with updates, fix all this stuff, and then so on, and you just overall come out with updates and fix it, which they should be doing. But I know they did come out with a patch today for San Andreas. I hadn't played, and like I said, I hadn't bought Grand Theft Auto Vice Cities or 3 yet, and I'm hoping that they come out with those games on sale, because I'm like, I really don't feel comfortable spending $59.99 plus tax for some games that came out years ago, which I have on PC. It could just overall play it on there. So I'm like, bro, that's a waste of money. I'm like, nah, I don't want to do that. I'm like, it's freaking, if I really wanted to play these games, I could play these games on PC and call it a day. So, but I don't know. Like, I'm debating on it. I'm overall like, see, what other people, how they're handling it or how they're experiencing it and stuff. But because I'm like, I really want to play 3 in Vice Cities. I don't know why they hadn't released all like 3 of them for free through Xbox Game Pass. It's just kind of pointless to release San Andreas, but you're not going to release all the other ones. Like, at least, like, I don't know. Me personally, I'm like, they should have released all 3 of them on the Xbox Game Pass or something, because I'm like, I just don't get that. I'm like, it's kind of pointless that they would do that. But I don't know. I guess I just have like a different outlook on the whole situation. But I just hope that they do fix these games, make them better and stuff. But yeah, anybody that's, with any issues that you're experiencing, please feel free to let me know about them and stuff, so I can, talk more on this and things. But, yeah. Oh, then I remember that was another thing I heard. So there was a person that did, remaster these games and came out with these, like, editions of it. And it looks so nice compared to what Rockstar had put out. And I heard they were sending out like cease and desist, like, letters or things out to people saying they got to get rid of these mods, these remastered mods, so they can pretty much come out. I'm like, hey, yo, that's messed up. That is seriously messed up. I'm like, people that spent all this hard time. Maybe you guys should have hired those editors so they could have released the game. Because I'm like, whoever you had hired to release the one that y'all officially released, yeah, that ain't working for a lot of people. A lot of people ain't working for nobody at all. So, yeah, you guys messed up on that. So, hopefully you guys fix that. But, yeah, I highly doubt it. Like I said, they doing it for the money. So, if they're not, then, hey, then it's like you guys definitely got some amateurs working on this stuff. But, anyways, I'm trying to think of some more things to talk about up until like I hit the 15-minute mark of this, because I didn't realize I was gonna finish this episode so soon. But anyways, hopefully you guys are having a good day. I'm gonna just try to drag this out for another minute, but hopefully you're having a good day. What other things I say? Follow, I don't know, subscribe to my podcast and stay tuned for some more episodes of me talking on Grand Theft Auto and roasting Rockstar Games, because most likely I am going to come out with some more. But anyways, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Notice how I'm talking slow and dragging this out, because I'm trying to really get to that 15 minutes. But make sure you use my SeatGeek promo code TMossBoss and it will knock $20 off of your first purchase. And how that overall works, because I think that confused a lot of people. So anything that you're purchasing over $50, then then the promo code will work. So just keep that in mind, and it'll work for only one purchase, not a bunch of purchases and stuff. So, but that. Make sure you use my supporter creator code for Epic Games TMossBoss. That's 38 YouTube channels. Follow the podcast, like, subscribe, follow, subscribe. Okay, I didn't say all that. The channels, promo codes, all that other stuff. I think that's it. I don't know. But anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.